In the shadows of the Syrian desert, deep within ISIS-controlled territory, the United States carried out one of its boldest and most significant operations against the terror organization. Under the direct authorization of President Barack Obama, a specialized task force, primarily consisting of the elite DEVGRU operators, more commonly known as SEAL Team 6, alongside Delta Force and other special operations personnel, stormed an ISIS compound near the strategic Al-Omar oil field. Their target, a high-ranking ISIS leader known only by his nom de guerre, Abu Sayyaf. Abu Sayyaf wasn't just another extremist hiding in the sands of Syria, he was a central figure in ISIS's financial machinery, responsible for overseeing the terrorist group's illicit oil and gas operations, which for a long time served as a primary revenue stream for their brutal activities. Moreover, intelligence had suggested he played a pivotal role in ISIS military operations and hostage-taking campaigns, placing him near the top of America's kill or capture list. In the early hours of the raid, around 24 elite operators descended upon Abu Sayyaf's location, using stealthy Black Hawk helicopters accompanied by V-22 Ospreys. Navigating swiftly through enemy territory, the operators were met with immediate resistance upon arrival. ISIS fighters, deeply entrenched within and around the multi-story compound, unleashed heavy fire, initiating a fierce and chaotic firefight. Abu Sayyaf himself made the fateful decision to directly engage U.S. troops, a choice that ended abruptly in his death at the hands of the special operators. Meanwhile, the elite team pressed forward with extreme precision, managing to neutralize nearly a dozen ISIS fighters during the brutal engagement. Despite ISIS militants attempting to use innocent women and children as human shields, the American forces successfully eliminated all hostile targets without any civilian casualties. The sheer audacity of the raid was matched by its significance. The team quickly captured Abu Sayyaf's wife, Sayyaf, an Iraqi national suspected of actively participating in ISIS's terror operations and hostage management. Crucially, U.S. forces discovered and rescued a young Yazidi woman who had been held captive and enslaved by ISIS. Her rescue symbolized a small yet vital triumph against the relentless cruelty of the extremist organization. The most strategically valuable aspect of the operation, however, wasn't simply eliminating Abu Sayyaf himself. It was what the special operators recovered from the compound. After breaching the building by blowing a hole in its wall and securing the premises in intense close-quarter combat, the operators seized a treasure trove of intelligence materials, including laptops, phones, encrypted devices, and financial records meticulously kept by Abu Sayyaf. These items revealed unprecedented insights into ISIS's inner workings, shedding light on how the terror network communicated, coordinated military actions, and handled its financial transactions. According to U.S. intelligence analysts, these materials provided a rare look into ISIS's economic structure, including extensive records of financial networks linking the terror group to international banks, shady intermediaries, and illicit smuggling channels. Such precise intelligence would significantly disrupt ISIS operations, hindering their ability to finance and execute future terror plots. Despite the mission's complexity, involving roughly 100 personnel from multiple military branches, every American operator returned safely. However, it wasn't without close calls. One of the Black Hawk helicopters took heavy fire during extraction, sustaining damage but still managing to leave the hostile territory intact, a testament to the skill and courage of the pilot and crew involved. The strategic implications of this raid went beyond just the physical removal of a key ISIS leader. Experts like Derek Harvey, a former intelligence officer and respected military analyst, emphasized that capturing Abu Sayyaf's records was likely more valuable than eliminating him directly. According to Harvey, Abu Sayyaf was central to ISIS's financial infrastructure, deeply connected to key donors, criminal enterprises, and international business networks spanning Turkey, Lebanon, and beyond. The capture of his meticulous documentation was poised to unravel crucial aspects of ISIS's economic backbone. The raid also represented an important symbolic victory against ISIS, a clear message that even senior terrorist leaders entrenched deep within their self-declared caliphate were vulnerable to targeted American military power. This sense of vulnerability inevitably forces ISIS to operate more cautiously. limiting their ability to move freely and communicate effectively. Notably, the U.S. did not inform or coordinate with the Syrian regime before the operation. Instead, the Obama administration issued a clear warning to the Assad government to steer clear of U.S. efforts against ISIS, directly condemning Assad's brutal actions as inadvertently aiding extremist groups like ISIS to flourish in Syria. Such decisive unilateral action underscored America's commitment to disrupting ISIS operations at any cost. Critics initially questioned whether Abu Sayyaf's role truly warranted such a high-risk, boots-on-the-ground raid instead of a safer drone strike. Michael Weiss, an expert on ISIS, pointed out that ISIS's oil revenues had already dwindled significantly due to relentless coalition airstrikes, casting doubt on Abu Sayyaf's importance. Yet, Peter Bergen, CNN's national security analyst, provided clarity on the true stakes of the mission. According to Bergen, capturing Abu Sayyaf alive or retrieving critical intelligence records justified every risk, as these would potentially cripple ISIS's remaining financial streams and severely limit their operational capabilities. Adding further depth to the operation's impact, intelligence suggested that Abu Sayyaf had direct lines of communication with ISIS's elusive leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, with persistent but unconfirmed reports suggesting al-Baghdadi had suffered serious injuries in earlier airstrikes. The intel obtained in this raid could offer clues to the leadership hierarchy and succession plans within ISIS, information potentially vital for future targeted missions. Following the mission, Abu Sayyaf's captured wife was taken to Iraq for extensive interrogation by an FBI-led high-value interrogation group aiming to uncover deeper secrets about ISIS's operations, specifically regarding hostage-taking strategies and treatment of prisoners. This information would potentially lead to further raids and targeted strikes, helping dismantle ISIS from the inside out. The success of this daring night raid also resonated deeply across the region, as ISIS simultaneously pushed aggressively for territorial gains in Iraq, specifically targeting the strategic city of Ramadi. Coalition forces had found themselves on the defensive, underscoring just how vital operations like the raid on Abu Sayyaf were in maintaining strategic pressure against ISIS leadership. Ultimately, the DEVGRU-led operation symbolized more than just tactical success. It demonstrated the reach and resolve of American special operations in penetrating deep into enemy territory and disrupting the highest levels of terrorist command. Abu Sayyaf's death, combined with the intelligence treasure trove captured, marked a significant turning point in America's war against ISIS, weakening their operational security and delivering a psychological blow to the terrorist group's confidence. With DEVGRU and Delta Force emerging victorious once again, the message to ISIS was unmistakable. No one is beyond reach, and America will continue to pursue its enemies relentlessly, wherever they hide. But now the question remains, will this daring raid set the stage for similar high-stakes operations in the future, or will ISIS find new ways to evade the grasp of America's most elite warriors? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to watch our next recommended video right here on the screen.